A vintage Gucci bag for $100 and a legendary gaming console that collectors are sleeping on? Today's Shop Goodwill finds are absolutely wild, and I can't believe what people are missing. Let's start with this absolute stunner. This authentic vintage Gucci Sherry line satchel is sitting at just $100 with 9 bidders fighting over it. The Sherry line was Gucci's signature collection from the 80s and 90s, and this navy blue beauty with the classic GG monogram canvas is exactly what vintage luxury collectors are hunting for. Here's what makes this special. Authentic vintage Gucci bags from this era typically sell for anywhere from $400 to $800 on the resale market, depending on condition. The Sherry line is particularly sought after because it represents Gucci's golden era of craftsmanship. With less than 2 days left and only at $100, this could be an incredible steal. The buy it now is set at $500, which tells you the seller knows what they have. If you're into luxury reselling or just want a genuine piece of fashion history, this one's definitely worth watching. Just make sure you verify authenticity if you win. Now here's where things get interesting for gaming collectors. This Sega Saturn bundle is currently at $87, with 8 bids and 3 days to go. The Saturn is probably the most undervalued retro console right now, and that's exactly why this could be such a goldmine. Most people skip right over Saturn auctions because they don't understand what they're looking at. But here's the thing. A working Saturn console alone typically sells for $150 to $250, and that's before you even consider what games might be included in this bundle. The Saturn had some absolutely legendary exclusives that never made it to other systems. We're talking about games that can sell for hundreds of dollars individually. The buy it now price of $180 is actually pretty reasonable for a Saturn bundle, which means at $87, you're looking at potentially massive profit margins. The key question is condition and what's actually included. If this thing works and comes with any decent games, whoever wins this auction is going to be very, very happy. This Polaroid SX-70 is making my vintage camera heart sing. $24 with 7 bids and 3 days left? That's practically giving it away. The SX-70 is the holy grail of instant cameras, and even non-working ones sell for way more than this. This is the camera that revolutionized instant photography back in the 70s. It's got that gorgeous folding design with real leather, and it's an absolute icon of industrial design. Working SX-70s easily sell for $200 to $400, sometimes more if they're in pristine condition. Even if this one needs repairs, it's still worth the gamble at $24. The fact that it's listed as untested actually works in your favor because it keeps casual bidders away. A lot of these just need new batteries or minor adjustments to work perfectly. Plus, even if it never takes another photo, it's still a stunning display piece that screams vintage cool. The buy it now at $150 is honestly a steal too, but if you can snag this for under $50, you've got yourself an incredible find. Here's a perfect example of modern tech that people are completely sleeping on. This Elgato HD60 capture card is sitting at just $15 with only 4 bids. That's insane. These things retail for around $150 to $200 new, and they hold their value incredibly well on the used market. If you're into gaming, streaming, or content creation, you know exactly why this is such a big deal. The HD60 is basically the gold standard for capturing console gameplay. It records at 60 frames per second in full HD, and it's compatible with pretty much every modern gaming system. Used ones typically sell for $70 to $120, depending on condition. At $15, even if you're not a content creator, this is worth grabbing just to flip. The demand for these is constant because new streamers and YouTubers are always looking for affordable capture solutions. With 3 days left and the buy it now at $50, this auction has serious potential. I'd honestly be shocked if this stays under $30, but if it does, somebody's getting the deal of the century. Don't sleep on this Lisa Frank binder because 90s nostalgia is absolutely exploding right now. At $13.99 with 5 bids, This rainbow cat and butterfly masterpiece is tapping into a market that most people don't even realize exists. Lisa Frank collectibles have become serious business, especially pieces in good condition. This isn't just any binder, it's a time machine back to elementary school glory days, and millennials are paying premium prices for that nostalgia hit. Vintage Lisa Frank items, especially larger pieces like binders and organizers, can sell for anywhere from $20 to $80, depending on the design and condition. The really rare or popular patterns can go for even more. This particular rainbow cat design with butterflies is classic Lisa Frank, hitting all the aesthetic notes that collectors love. With less than 2 days left and the buy it now at $30, this could be a sneaky good investment. Even if you're not into the nostalgia market, Lisa Frank stuff moves fast on online marketplaces. There's a whole generation of adults who will pay good money to recapture their childhood magic. These Shop Goodwill auctions prove that amazing deals are still out there if you know where to look. Hit that subscribe button for more treasure hunting finds, and drop a comment telling me about the craziest thing you've ever scored at a thrift store or online auction. What's your best Goodwill find ever?